So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll manage to...
An offensive line really in sync.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league.
It's on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 21. Just here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Light. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. Come on, first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Rutledge. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
To throw on third down. Rutledge. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Light. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Gibbs straight ahead. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
Because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in. And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, McMullen, and a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here's Hines. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rutledge. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rutledge. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. And Detroit getting set to go now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And partly, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Light working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Crockett. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way. There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, Light finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Second and 9. Looking to throw. Light. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience,
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Rutledge. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football. Closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him. I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on. Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Throwing on 1st down. Light. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Light. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun. Light. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw on 2nd down. Rutledge over the middle. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, McMullen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down now, McMullen. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 24. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On first down, Rutledge. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Ready, go.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw on second down. Rutledge, touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. A give right side for Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Light. And the Cowboys pressure gets. They spotted at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check match.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, McMullen, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 6. Off play action. Rutledge. He finds Bolden. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off the play fake. Rutledge. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Hines will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down. Light setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, Light. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Hey.
This is Hines. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Operating from the gun. Rutledge got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, McMullen. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, Rutledge. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Right there. Hurt.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Light. This one complete to Smallwood. Down to the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.